trial 1. All right, so here's what we can do for analyzing this data. So this data indicates the brick as not moving. Here's the initial force that I applied to get that brick to start moving. So we want to find the force, the static force that it took to get this thing moving. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm just going to analyze that part of the graph. So I'm going to go examine. And find the statistics for it, and I want the maximum value. So maximum value is 5.742. That's the most force it took to get that thing moving. That's the static frictional force to get the brick moving. Now, how much force did it take to keep it moving? We can do this part of the graph right here. So this is when it was sliding along the table, and I'm going to do the same. Go to Analyze, Statistics, and we want to get the mean value. So the mean value for this was 3.835. So that's the average sliding frictional force during that time that I was pulling it. So that's trial 1. So we're going to repeat this again. So I'm going to close this, and we're going to record again. And here we go. So let's find the frictional force, the static frictional force, the force that it needed to get the thing moving. So analyze statistics. My maximum value this time was 6.688 newtons. 6.688 newtons. And then I'm going to select this point of the graph where we got it moving at a constant speed. And I go to the analyze statistics again, and the average was 3.547 newtons. So that's the average force, the sliding frictional force to keep that thing moving at a constant speed. And let's do trial number 3. So collect data, and here we go. And stop. So finding our peak value right there, analyze the statistics. Our maximum value was 6.475. So that was the greatest amount of force it took to get this thing moving. And then I'm going to look at the part of the graph that was fairly steady. It looked like I might have started pulling it with a little less force as time went on. But if we analyze and get the average during that time period, the average was 4.26 newtons. 4.26 newtons is the average force to keep that brick sliding. So there's your 3 trials. Please put that data into an organized data table, and you should have enough information now to move on to the next step and to eventually graph and analyze this information.